Hey, it's Edna White. I am so glad you're with me today. Today you caught me again. I'm hungry. So I just came back from my doctor's appointment. Um, and I I don't know if I had disturbing news or I just have concerning news or just had was a change of some type, but I have to have hip surgery because a while ago, about 2007, I had a serious accident and one of my hips were dislocated and the other one was damaged severely. So I'm kind of like a bionic woman, pretty much. So, but at any rate, I had to hear what the doctor had to say. So I was being a little bit, I guess I want to say cautious because I'm not a medication person, and I was asking questions and really delving into things. And I got to thinking about your problem is not your problem. The problem is not your problem. It's how you navigate your problem and how you respond to it and what you take out of it. And it could be a lesson. And a lot of times we don't take that initiative. All of a sudden we see bad, we see something bad, we experience something bad, or we all of a sudden we get upset about everything. 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 We get upset about it. And we take it as the world is coming to an end, or my world as I know it is coming to an end. And I could have took that I guess position when the doctor told me that I needed hip replacement, but I wanted to delve into the whys and when it was going to be done and that kind of thing, right? I wanted to get into that because I wanted to be preventative and be able to live my life to the fullest. And sometimes we are not thinking that bad news could be good news if we look at it at a different perspective. And these types of conversations like this we don't have. We talk about how we got there and what the problem is, but we don't talk about what do we do when we're given this information and how do we process it and how to because most of the time we hear bad news, it's usually by ourselves, especially the news about what's going on with our body personally, financially, medically, mentally. We are hearing things from the doctors, family members, personally, and we don't get an opportunity to kind of process it. But I was able to process the situation with my doctor recommending I have a hip replacement. Now you gotta understand, I walk at least 1 mile a day. Even in the wintertime, I cut it down to a half a mile because of the weather, But I walk about a mile a day. And I was doing this before I got a pup. And I just didn't want to limit me walking. I wanted to be preventative, right? And I wanted to take care of it right then because a lot of times, we're presented with we need to do something about our lives, whether we're presented with maybe we have a skin condition, we need to handle that. Whether we're presented with there's an offset or something we see badly in your body, maybe you need to handle that, or maybe we need to eat better, right? Talking about eating, and I'm fixing it, right? Something to eat. So, but we don't do anything about it. We wait until it's really drastic. We wait until we hear the words cancer or emergency surgery or, we wait until it's a failure, some type of failure. We wait until that happens, that we do something. And then sometimes it's a little bit too late and it impedes in your life drastically. It changes your life drastically because you waited too late to take control of it. A problem is not a problem until you let it be a problem. A problem is a way to solve something, but we don't take it as that. Or find a solution or resolve something. Or, just like conflict is a way to resolve something, so is a problem. So we have to see that a problem can be a good thing because now we have control. When it becomes, you know, a whole big issue, right? And it impedes in our life and it's a drastic change, then is it a real problem? So a problem in the beginning is not a problem. It's a way for you to take control of what you know, of what information you're given, then to create a solution. And like my experience that I just had moments ago, hey, welcome to my world. Hey, I was able to take control. And I was able to say to the doctor, hey, he offered me two options. And this is the appointment from before. He offered me two options. One was to get a cortisone shot straight into my hip. But it wouldn't solve the problem. And you might be back at that, same painful situation in 3 months. But if it gets worse during that 3 months, we can't do any surgery. Hi, Roxy. And you can't do the surgery, right? So I said, okay, so it's the other option is to, and then he said, well, it's to go for a consult for surgery. I said, great, that's what I want to do because I don't want to waste time on things that's not going to change any difference. It's not going to make any difference. So if I get the shot, it's just going to prolong the time that I'm going to still need what I have to have in the beginning. So it was a way for me to take control. A problem was a way for me to take control of my life and be able to create a solution that was beneficial for me, right? So today when I went to the surgeon, it would just, so the universe works so greatly. My surgeon in 2007 was his teacher. And I called my surgeon my angel because the way that I was broken, he took great care of me. He came back to see me every day because he couldn't believe that I was alive. But he came back to see, did the surgery, and I'm walking when people said I couldn't walk, right? And I'm up in age, but I am walking. I'm taking care of myself. But here's the thing. I was able to have a conversation with him. And so he says, okay, I asked all the necessary questions. And he says, I know it's a lot of information, right? I know it's a lot of information. Do you get what you're saying, what's happening? I said, yeah, I understand. Right? I understand. So what am I saying to you about a problem? And when I'm saying to you about a problem, find out all the information around the problem. Find it all out. Educate yourself around it. What it means for you. What it means for you, not for what it means for somebody else. A big mistake when we have a problem, we go ask other people how they solved it. And they're going to tell you how they solved it for them, which may not be good for you. Ask yourself, what's good for you? Like, what's the answer for you, for your lifestyle, right? And then make a solution and solve it. And it could be, and it ends up being a learning lesson and a complete abundant feeling for you, to create that for yourself. So problem isn't a problem unless you take it that way and then you don't do anything about it. A problem is there for you to solve it, get you to be the solution, you to handle it in the best way possible, and you to be responsible to have a better way of life. So problems don't always come, about something in somebody else. It always comes for you. So you have to have the responsibility, the integrity, and the wherewithal, the courageousness to say, hey, I'm going to deal with this. And this is going to be my best solution for me. So, you guys, keep showing me that love. Thanks for stopping by. I just wanted to stop by and tell you my story for today. A problem isn't a problem unless you let it be one. You take control. You find the solution. This is Edna White. I'll see you next time around.